I've recently introduced the moment of honour into my own practice. For me, it's a respectful pause, a moment of mindfulness. For those of us who are involved in organ donation and transplantation, it's about being an ambassador. It's about being a leader. Unlike intensive care, for many theatre staff, all they see and witness is the organ retrieval. They don't meet the family. They don't hear the story of why the person wanted to be an organ donor. A moment of honour, especially when it is led by a member of the retrieval team, demonstrates categorically that the gift of donation is respected and honoured. I have found it so helpful that I now hold a moment of honour for anyone I am commencing end of life care for, regardless of whether the person was donating. That's why I'm so grateful to the Yorkshire and South Wales team for making this video and sharing their experience.
When a patient or their family makes that decision to donate organs, it always feels to me that a thank you just simply isn't enough to express that humble gratitude that you feel.
Some people do organ retrievals very, very rarely, and for them it's a big deal. And particularly for those staff, ODPs and theatre staff in the smaller hospital who don't do these regularly, it just gave them a moment to collect their thoughts.
I think sometimes in the theatre setting we can detach ourselves a little bit from what's happening because we don't know the patient. We've not had any experience with them or the family, so you're a bit detached from the situation, and I think that can make it sometimes a little bit cold. And I think by doing the moment of honour and by talking about the patient, it just makes it real.
It is important because it creates a really good sense of team spirit, that everyone involved with that person's donation realizes that they are about to partake in supporting an act of kindness, an act of generosity, and that person is about to potentially save the lives of others.
Stopping at this moment, at the beginning of retrieval, we do recognize and we do apply to the practice acknowledgements of these values. Values that we do care. And we do care about everyone and everything on a donation and transplantation side.
Whilst the moment of honour is only a small part of the donor journey, its impact is very long lasting on their loved ones, and that even on the worst day of their lives they'll feel comforted and reassured that the whole team are supporting them and that their loved one is our main priority at all times.
For some, it may be a fleeting moment, for others a little longer, but whatever it is empowered by the collective gesture of being together at the same time.
There is no prescription in how the moment of honour should be implemented into practice. These are just some suggestions to help you. Every one of our donors is special. Every family has a different story to tell, and every organ donation process takes on its own path. For our donors following neurological death, a moment may be taken once our patient has been transferred into theatre as part of the WHO checklist. This could be led by the specialist nurse or by a member of the retrieval team or another member of staff. For our patients who will donate after circulatory death, we sometimes choose to hold the moment prior to withdrawal of treatment in the anaesthetic room or in the ICU. This may be with the family present. While this does not include the retrieval team, they may choose to hold their own time of reflection simultaneously or at a different moment. The words used can be simple. Can we all please observe a moment of silence? But there may be times when a family asks us to say a little more. Most of us will pause between 30 to 60 seconds. Some teams may find that they prefer to hold the moment for both DBD and DCD patients in theatre when the retrieval has been completed and final cares have taken place. Whichever way we choose to honour our donors in this way, the key is communication. How and when the moment of honour will take place, who is present, and who will lead. There are no pressures to take part in this, as we will all have our own personal thoughts and feelings. It is okay to stand aside. There is no judgment, just an opportunity to take part in a respectful pause.
It is okay to take that time to think about that patient, to think about who they are, what they are no longer part of, what they've left behind, and the people that it's going to affect moving forward, both the family that they have left behind and the massive impact that their donation is going to have on them, both on that particular day and in the future, but also the recipient families.
I tend to then think about the recipients who will be coming into the hospital, who will be getting ready, having their bloods done, having their dialysis, and it just makes you think that this operation is more than just this moment in time. It's meaning a future for other people and a legacy for this person to leave behind.
On one hand side, there is a donation. It's a label of sadness because there is a person dying. However, on other side, there is a feeling of positivity because we do know somebody's gonna receive gift of life. And therefore I see moment of honor as an important part of donation and transplantation process.
By doing a moment of honor, it is just a lovely way of saying that we have maintained and given dignity and respect that their loved ones so deserve.